Well, I mean, we are off to a slow start, and weather. I don't want to make excuses. Weather's been a little bit of a problem for us practicing, but today we just didn't compete. The whole year, our losses, even our tough ones in San Diego, we played hard. Tonight we get a 2-run lead, and we sit on it, and then things start to happen. We catch up, and then our bullpen implodes, and missing spots and shaking off pitches and making bad pitches. And give credit to those guys over there. LMU, man, they battle 2 strikes, 2 outs. They get the key hit, and that's what good teams do. And we're not good enough to overcome that kind of stuff. So we got to figure out how their approach is. Maybe we can mimic some of what they do. But give the credit to them, man. They battled hard tonight.
And you talked a little bit about your trip to San Diego earlier this season. What went into the decision to make a couple trips out here to California?
Well, this is our second year Division I, and a lot of time we do for recruiting. The kids say, hey, I make nice trips and that kind of thing because we got that, we're in that transition period where we don't have postseason. So we want to play the best teams possible, and if it means going to California and playing a really good team, because our guys need to learn, from our opponents how it really needs to be done. So I think it's a good learning experience. As long as we learn from it, we don't come out here with false pretenses about winning series and things like that. If it happens, it happens. But we just want to play the best teams possible, and we come out to California and we're seeing what we're getting.
And you get a little bit better weather out here than back home, of course.
It's nice to see some sunshine, that's for sure.
And Coach, you're making the transition from D2 to D1, and you've been with the program for several years now. What has been the toughest thing for you as the head coach of making that transition over?
Well, I think the thing is Division I, you can't get by with mistakes. You leave an 0-2 pitch out over the plate, you're going to get punished. Or if you walk guys or hit guys, they're going to cash in. And the depth of pitching, I think, is something. The back ends of teams' bullpens, like Marymount's pitching, the back end's as good as their starters. So that's the biggest difference. And but they make you pay for mistakes. Division II, we got by with some things, and we're just not getting by with them anymore.
And what has been how different is recruiting for you now that you can tell guys that, hey, we may be playing against Kentucky, we may be playing against Louisville, we may be playing against the big boys in the state as well? Yeah,
well, that's the big part of the recruiting process. Kids want to be tested against the best in the country, and that's what we're going to offer. And I know that the conference out here is really tough, and the Atlantic Sun is really tough as well. So we have a lot of good selling points, but we just got to go out and just keep finding better players and kids who are unafraid with 2 strikes. We just got to learn to be more aggressive, I think, and learn, if you're going to make a mistake, make it aggressive. When you're passive, you're just going to get beat up like we did tonight.